It's hot sauce.
Whatever it is, she put that old lady say, I put that shit on everything. We put black on everything. It is our identity. We didn't know what it mean. And then this system consistently treats us like what black is defined. And then we be mad. First, we got to understand that, you know what? This system works to perfection. Everybody who hits that black is a perpetual low status everywhere in all 50 states. Do a couple of us sneak out and, become, you can't be 100, you can't be 100%. But if you 90, if you 96, that's a great working fucking system then, isn't it?
Right. And if you truly view this class or caste for truly what it is, then we understand it's not about skin color.
No.
So you can have quote unquote white blacks,
dark skin, dark. Oh yes, anybody can be voluntary. Mean you can pick any of these joints.
It's voluntary. Key word.
Any of them. And so the trick now the trick says, I'm gonna put this contract out. I ain't gonna put the definitions on these. I ain't gonna put the definition. I'm gonna put the definition somewhere else. We're just gonna make it a little bit of a mission. I'm gonna make a public knowledge, but I'm gonna make it a little bit of a mission to try to figure out what these definitions are about. But I'm gonna make it public knowledge what they mean, and then I'm gonna task you with choosing correctly. I'm gonna let your intellectual elite and all our little TV programs and all that teach you that you was born black. That's social, right? We're gonna make the social say one thing, and then we're gonna put our money on the fact that social is gonna be stronger than science. Social is gonna be stronger than any other thing that you can put out here, and that the social is gonna keep teaching them they black, and the evidence is gonna be every time somebody born they make their kid black. They fill out that Social Security form, make them black, and now we know that we still working. Whoever's efforts to change us up, they ain't working because we keep every day we get another person to sign up to be our United States bottom. Black people. So you ask me, what about Black Lives Matter? Well, I would like to go to Black Lives Matter, the leaders of Black Lives Matter. I would like to say, Black Lives Matter, have you seen the U.S. law that defines what black means? Because you are under the impression that what you do defines who you are. Everything in this country, and a part of your education system, and a part of your knowledge of the world, has taught you that what you do dictates who you are. But this country said, nope, not when we contracting. You can say you whatever. If you keep saying that that's what you are, then that's what you are in commerce. You are contractually what you say you are and what you sign to be. That's who I'll treat. I'll treat you like you sign. And you sign as black, then guess what? That's the black treatment is what you're going to get.
Yeah, man, this is very interesting because, I've always been over here building with you, G, and just kind of going on my own, personal journey. But one thing that we've always, agreed on is that something just ain't right. Just something ain't right, with, when you look at the correlation now that you've, kind of disclosed these things about, truly what black means and how America defines us, right? But I mean, the proof is in the pudding when you look at, the status that blacks have, been in forever, for years and years and years, in any type of industry that you want to look at, from, housing to employment, to banking. And so we've always questioned that, something's going on, something ain't right here, right? And so I really think that the approach that you're taking here, just literally brings all of those correlations full circle, man.
I have been studying us for so long. I have traveled the world because I wanted to see dark-skinned people everywhere first. That was very important to me. I wanted to see that all the mother cultures, all the parent cultures of the world were dark-skinned people. I needed to see that. But what was the real lesson that I was learning from there is that you are the parents of all the people of the world. And so trying to find black pride really was all about having pride for humanity. You being the father of it. Your blackness only means your age, not that you're superior, your superiority. And so now, to be dark skinned and to understand your age is also to understand your responsibility to the planet now. For you, the oldest people on here, to be falling for race, knowing that you the parents of everybody is your kids. Are you superior to your kids? Are y'all your different kids? Do they represent a different race? Do they not all the same complexion and height and this and that and the other? And so, for you to have stooped to a racial argument, it's only evident of what was taken from you in slavery. It was literally your identity. And so we want to get it back. We want to understand that we need to know what the definitions of these identities mean. We need to pick accordingly since it's voluntary. And that's what this whole movement is about. It's about understanding how you got into this. Nobody ever gave you the how. Nobody was telling you that you're literally contracting to the position that you find yourself in. And that nobody can have your back. Because guess what? When the shit hit the fans, all the U.S. has to do is show the contracts. And all your signatures. And guess what? They're going to show you all your social security numbers. Because that's where you chose your destiny, your class, your caste, your race. And so it's only simple contracting to them. You want to go to the UN and have a gripe? Well, you keep telling people that you're non-human. I can't help you here at the UN because the UN are for humans. Right. So look, go change your status, come as a human, and then have a gripe. But guess what? If we all changed our status, right, we wouldn't have a gripe. Because then they'd have to treat us in a humane way, and then we wouldn't have an argument for the UN.
Then categories.
No. Then we wouldn't have an argument because there wouldn't be no special treatment. We'd just be treated like a citizen.
So when you say change your class, change your status, specifically, what are you talking about? What needs to be done or what needs to happen?
The beginning of your race. Okay, I'm gonna do this slow. The beginning of your race. If I'm black, where's the contract? Okay, when you contracting in America, one of the keyest things that you could always ask if there is somebody that's saying that you obligated for something, the first thing one must ask is, where is the contract? They sending me a cable bill? Where's the contract? Right? Now, if you sign a contract, if you signed the contract to get the cable service, right, then they have every right to say that you have an obligation. They can show you the contract. Okay, you say I'm black, where's the contract? Well, I found that the contract for black is at the Social Security office, and this is done for babies soon out the womb. And so it was decided for you through your parents. Your parents decided your slavery, and only as an adult can you go and change the contract on your own. And so, if you want your kid to never be a slave, then as soon as they out the womb, you remember what Jeezy saying is all white everything, and you make sure that you hit all white everything for your kids. And then you can say that my kid was never a slave. But if you're an adult and of the age to go and change it on your own, then you go down there and you save yourself.
It's funny because I think I read an article. What was that actor dude? Taye Diggs. I think he was on that whole, he just had a baby and he wasn't bringing his kid up he wasn't going to teach his kid that he's black. And so, it's slowly starting to pick up steam, man. I guess when you start talking about how you were taught this from your parents, have you had the experience to, speak with anybody that still comes from that old mentality of, race is inherent and you were born white or black, and have you been able to, I guess, skew their opinions,
navigate that type of situation? Well, I'll say this: I've been able to compile my argument in a way that I take away, as best I can, the opportunity to argue me, because it's not really my opinion, is what I'm delivering. I'm saying that the place that you call home, if you think that you're an American, a black American, the place where you think you have citizenship here, they, not me, not Webster's, right? Because even if Webster's got a definition, that don't mean that that's the official definition of the people for the country, right?
Right.
That's just what Webster came up with. Webster might be respected out here. Don't get it twisted. We might respect Webster, but that don't mean that on my official shit, they going by what Webster said, right? So when we go to Webster and we look at black and they use it as a nationality for people in America, whatever, that don't mean that Webster asked the country or the government how their permission or ask them anything about the definition, because Webster may not even know that the country had its own definition for these people. So even when it comes to Webster ain't a good source, is guess what I'm saying. The source, we got the definition from the source, from where it's legally used and codified in the law system here.
Did you say white?
Yes, white. You are white by law. And so, we say, we understand that the only people in this country that were considered citizens is white. They over and over again in the laws they say that this is for white people. This is white. Mm-hmm. The only way that they can do that in law is if you accept that you black and you different from them. And now I can use my laws to now create a different situation for you in the same country.
Divide you, control you.
So in the same country, the same people, speaking the same language, with the same religion, doing the same thing. It's the same culture, but they experience America differently. Mm-hmm. And the only way that they can do it is through... The categories allow the opportunity for what we call analytics now. Mm-hmm. That's the new catchphrase, analytics. We got this type of coach as an analytic coach, because he take the numbers and he say, this coach say, look, you checking LeBron tonight. Mm-hmm. Okay, LeBron takes